Welcome back. This is the season finale of Build Biology. The show will be returning back in the fall, but we'll have a new show. It's called Scumbag Labs. It's a show where we take science and we try and do things with science. We're not qualified to do anything with science. Technically, we're not qualified to do much of anything. But anyways, that starts next week. Someone put a graphic up here with all the information. So today's guest, someone that you probably know. I recently called him out to race. And what better way to get to know your opponent is to scumbag him to come down and tell us all about it.
You suckered me in here.
It's the best way.
Dude, look at all the recon you're gonna get to do now.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta do a high five real quick.
High five.
That was the weakest high five I've ever seen. So tell us, Mike, what did you bring today?
Oh, I brought the most unreliable gasser on the planet. 55 Chevy Bel Air. I call it Blasphemi because it has a 528 Gen 2 Hemi under the hood that sometimes runs quickly.
All right.
Not all the time though. Just long enough to beat you, John.
Oh man, do you see how this is going already? Invite someone to the house? That's
Too
fine.
soon?
No, it's cool. I get it, whatever. So let's talk about the exterior of your car.
Yeah, so it's an original steel 55 Chevy Bel Air body. Actually has the trim holes somewhere in there. For all the trim that's not on the car anymore, that's a Unlimited Products tilt fiberglass front end. It has steel doors, steel quarters, steel roof, another Unlimited Products piece, trunk lid there. And it's basically stock. I mean, we radiused the wheel wells. My buddy Mike Cotton did a lot of the work to the car and flaked the roof gold. But that's, you know, pretty much what it would look like minus all the trim. The windows are Lexan from Pro Glass, so we saved a bunch of weight there. And these are awesome if you don't like windshield wipers.
Delete the bumper for weight, obviously. You got a really interesting grill here, though.
Yeah, I made that. That is Home Depot material right there.
I was gonna say, it looks like the vintage.
Oh,
yes.
Dude, that is 100% Home Depot steel rod, steel mesh, just MIG welded together. The wheels are like legit Halibrands that I got up in Ridgecrest, California. These are hard to find. So.
They're hard to find and they are mad pricey, let's be honest.
Yes, yes. The side pipes I made myself. Second go around, the first go around, it didn't really look too cool. I believe the quote was, they look like Ray Charles welded them with his feet. Yeah. But I like to think I've gotten better at welding, so these I'm actually proud of.
Nice. Oh, and then you finally got this done in paint.
Yeah, so originally the car was vinyl wrapped because we were in a hurry, and it was just flat black, and I always wanted the gold roof, and last summer I nuked the engine 20 miles from my buddy's body shop out in Illinois, and I just said, please take my car, I'm so sick of it, I don't want to see it for months, and this happened. So I'm stoked on this. I love the gold.
Very nice. Basically, you made a ability to carry all of your gear for drag week.
Yeah, yeah.
In a basket.
Yeah, so I built this car because I wanted to race Hot Rod Drag Week, which is an event where you drive all day, all night, and every day for 5 days you race a different drag strip. It's basically for cars that people treat like street cars. Most of them are race cars, but they try to pretend they're street cars. So I didn't want to tow a trailer with all my tools and stuff in it, so I made my own trailer hitch. And I have this rack that goes in here, and the slicks sit on there, and so does my toolbox. And I cruise down the road, and when I get to the track, I unload everything and try to go fast and load it all up again and do it all over again for 5 days. It's really fun. Try that. Do that in your mom's car. She'll love it.
In your mom's car.
The Scoop was a collaborative effort yesterday. This is Tony Angelo, myself, and our shop manager, Kaylin Head. I bought all of it's acrylic. It's like cast acrylic. I got it in Compton. Which is where everybody should go for their cast acrylic. We cut it with a body saw and then just screwed it together. And it's probably bigger than it needs to be, but you know, it looks cool.
Really, whoever said the Scoop is not big enough. Come on, let's be honest.
It hides a Hyundai. Like if you're sitting over here and you've got to turn right, you better have a co-pilot.
Let's go to the interior, Mike. Let's see your office.
You want to see the inside?
Yeah.
Inside's good.
It's plush.
Oh, dude.
It's lavish.
This is exactly what you want to travel cross country in. Limeworks Speed Shop plastic seats with almost No padding in them. We had to put the padding in. They didn't come with that.
That's luxury. That's plush.
I did 2,500 miles cross country in the dead of summer in these, and I do not recommend that. Like, your butt goes numb.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Chromoly Rollcage. It's a kit, actually, that I got from Chris Alston's Chassis Works. I actually taught myself to TIG weld on this car. What else? That's a Moon Eye steering wheel. And that's a long racing shifter, which is really fun. I hit all the, like, racing stuff, because it's kind of modern.
Oh, yeah.
That's a Holley touchscreen dash for the EFI. I wanted people to look in here and see 60s gasser that some guy was still driving around, you know, now.
Yeah.
That's kind of my goal. Those are stock pedals with a bunch of holes in them, and then a stick for a gas.
That is a bent spoon, my friend. That's what that is. I guess you really don't need much more than if you're just going wide open.
Yeah. It's an on and off switch. That's all it is. I really like the switches. I want you to see the switches. So the switch will change from that to that. It changes to green, which is rad.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah. And then that's the Holley EFI touchscreen, which that's my shift light. It data logs. It does everything. It's so cool.
It's not even noticeable when you're probably in here.
No, like you have
the
to
helmet
look.
on. You have to look.
You have to look. Yeah. But it's bright enough where I look through the windshield, and when it tells me to shift, I can, even though I'm not looking at it, I know it's time to shift, which is awesome.
Okay, that's pretty rad. Not gonna lie.
You should do that in your car. It'll make it faster. Guaranteed.
Oh, is it gonna give me horsepower points?
It's like a sticker, you know.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You removed your 25 style points. You're negative 50 now.
It's like stickers, dude.
We'll go over there. I'll come visit you.
So there's the nerve center of the car right there. Holley Dominator EFI. Love it. That is the easiest EFI I've ever wired. Dude, what's rad about these, right, is these connectors, unlike some of the other ones that are out there, see the white part? You just push that out. And once you push that out, you can slide the pins out. A lot of the other ones, you're like shoving a needle in there and bending it, and you're mangling the connector. This one is so easy to repin and move the wires around where you want them. Thing's dope, and it's super expandable. We still have empty slots for 30 more sensors if you want to data log, you know, how your farts smell. You can do that.
Sick.
Yeah.
If you want to smell your farts.
Right.
Oh yeah, I remember this now. Yeah, how you integrated the cage to your seats. To mount your seats. That's actually really nice. You get style points for that, for sure. Yeah.
Am I back to zero now? I
I
was negative. Now
don't know if you're back to zero. But
Oh, I've still got ways to go.
You still got ways to go.
All right.
I will give you more style points for having that aluminum back there from the burger you ate or whatever. That's good.
I ate that in the staging lane last night.
Yeah. I think we got interior.
Want to see under the hood?
Yes. Let's see what you got underneath.
The meat and the potatoes.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go.
All right.
What do you think?
It's very clean. It's massive. I get it.
Come on. You're impressed.
Oh, I am. I'm not gonna.
You're horny right now. I can tell.
What did you just say? Not even nowhere near semi-rocked up right now.
It's a Hemi in a Chevy with a blower. That's the nicest set of headers I've ever built. I took my time on this.
So let's get into it.
Okay, so
we're taking notes right now.
So this is 528 cubic inches. It is a Bill Mitchell aluminum block. Has diamond pistons in it. It has a Sonny Bryant crankshaft, Carrillo connecting rods. It's a bullet camshaft. Those are Edelbrock cast aluminum heads. That's a Blower Shop 871. It has a Hillborn 4-port throttle body on top of it. That's a Walker performance filtration air filter on there that actually works, does filter and smooths out the airflow going into there. We actually tested this on the dyno and picked up 20 pound-feet of torque, if you can believe that, versus filter, no filter. It just
really
blew my mind. MSD ignition does the spark. The Holley is controlling everything. I run 16 injectors, so there's 8 up top above the blower to cool the air charge and to keep the blower lubricated, and then there's 8 more in the runners. It's an Indy intake manifold, and they're tiny injectors because I have 16. They're only 60 pound per hour. It makes, with this pulley set up right now, it makes about 13 pounds of boost. And yes, I will tell you the numbers.
Whoa! Yeah. Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay. It made 900 at the tire.
Whoo!
Yeah.
Okay, that's.
So there's your goal.
900 wheel. Got it.
Kick the rods out, trying to make 900 at the tire with your LS1.
Okay, that's cool. I got you.
The headers I made out of a kit from stainlessheaders.com. I bought the flanges, I bought the tubing, cut it all up on my bandsaw, TIG welded it together, and voila. They're 2 1/8 primaries because that's all it'll fit over the frame rail. It steps to 2 1/4 here, and then it dumps into a 3 1/2 diameter merge collector with a V-band so that I can drop the side pipes of the drag strip and bolt on a bullhorn that'll stick out here. I'm saving that for you when we race. You get the horns.
I get the horns?
You get
All
the
right,
horns.
sick. Cool.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, I almost forgot. Oh no, that'll be the next part, the chassis.
Yeah,
Talk about the chassis, put it in the air.
All right, let's start in the rear of the car.
Okay. Yeah, so this is a Jim Meyer Racing gasser chassis. So it's 2x4 main rails and then tubular cross members. It's coilovers in the back with ladder bars and a panhard bar that I've already broken once. You can see where it's been gusseted right there from a burnout.
Oh, yeah.
A burnout gone wrong. I don't even know how you do that, but it tacoed the panhard bar and shoved the rear end like 4 inches this way. I forgot that was like that, so I need to go realign the car.
Gotcha.
It's a 9-inch rear end from John's Industries. It's currently got a 325 rear gear with a strange wave lock differential in there.
Huh.
Yeah, 325. The tires are only 28s. They're really not very big tires. Viking coilovers are double adjustable. I've put almost no effort into tuning those at all yet. Someday I'd like to though. What else? Dynotech drive shaft, which those guys do awesome work.
Interesting.
Really awesome work.
Your sensor.
Oh, well, yeah. That's for the speedometer. Those are classic instruments gauges.
Uh-huh.
They're all electric now.
Yeah.
No cables,
No
nothing.
mechanical.
So I'm using that to run the speedo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's a fuel air spark technologies magnetic pickup and a little ring that clamps on there. And I had to machine it a little bit because the diameter was wrong to get it to go on there. But yeah, there's a magnet there and a magnet on the other side. Spins around, that goes there. Makes your speedo work, or traction control if you're really savvy.
Okay.
I'm not that savvy.
All right.
Yeah.
And then you got some discs in the back.
Yeah, it comes with Willwood disc brakes front and back.
Not a bad deal, not gonna lie.
Yeah, it comes with a telescoping cross member that's tubular.
Okay, that's pretty fresh.
Depending on what trans you have, you just slide it out and then weld it wherever it needs to be. So that's a G-Force G5R clutch assisted 5-speed. So what that means is you use the clutch for first gear. Dump the clutch, go, never lift off the throttle, never clutch again, just bang gears. They tell you, just pull it as hard as you can to the next gear. And it is nirvana. Absolute nirvana. You know, you just beat the snot out of it and it just seems to not care. QuickTime bell housing. Inside there is a Mantic triple disc clutch that has basically top alcohol clutch material in there. That thing is a monster, but it is so buttery smooth. It feels like a new Camaro clutch, but it does not slip unless you want it to.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
It's badass. And that's a company out of Australia. Awesome clutch. I made my own engine mounts. I don't know if you can see them. It's a motor plate there that goes from that side of the chassis to the other, and it bolts behind the water pump, which is why occasionally I drip water out of here because the water pump bolts come loose and then it leaks. Yeah, I keep waiting for this to be pronounced husband and wife to this. I keep waiting for that to happen. I think eventually that's going to meet in an awkward way.
Because you said you've bent a couple springs already lifting wheels up.
Yeah, when it wheelies, so I'm trying to get the ride height just right. I want it to look right. I also want travel though, so I've only got 2 leaf springs in here. This pack normally had 5 in it. I'm down to 2 to get the ride height to where I want it, but what happens is after you wheel it a couple times and it compresses, the springs just don't have enough, oomph to carry the load anymore, and they actually bend backwards and they get S-shaped. And then when you're at the drag strip, you use a bottle jack and a chain to straighten them back out so you can make the next round. It's a Pete and Jake's arm, Flaming River steering box. Jim Meyer builds his own tube axles.
That's pretty much it for a gasser, really.
There's nothing to these things. I mean, this is horse and buggy tech right here. Like, if you want to go fast safely, this is not what you do. It's really not.
Which is really counterintuitive, really. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And you've never adjusted these, I'm assuming, either.
No. They might be full loose.
It might be full loose.
Yeah.
Well, I think we kind of, guessing we covered it all.
Yeah. What's left? You need to build yours. I don't have a lot of faith that your car gets built before mine breaks.
One, hang on, let me just get that sweat off here real quick. All jokes aside, everyone here loves Mike. We love Blasphemi. It's a beautiful car. It's an amazing machine. So yeah, I mean, we talk a little trash back and forth, but really,
Oh, we're gonna have fun.
yeah, we're having fun. So that's
gonna
it.
have
But with that being said,
I'm still winning.
we're still gunning for you. Because honestly, we have nothing to lose.
Just your connecting rods.
That's a small price to pay. It really is. Well, thanks, dude.
Thank you, dude. It was awesome. Glad to be here, finally. And you can all stop saying, do something with Hoonigans, all right?
Exactly, see?
Thank you.
They finally got it. So Mike, since you have car, it runs,
It does.
would you do a little inside action for us real quick?
Right here, right now?
Yeah, right here, right now.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't like tires at all. I was on fire. You were freaking out.
I think maybe it's just a little oil getting on your head or the...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's from the breather.
Well, you came by and you just went ahead and smoked this out. Thank you very much.
Oh, sorry about your floor.
It's all right, I'll buff out. We got a guy.
That was fun.
Well, yeah, thank you very much, Mike.
Yes, thank you.
That was a better one. Man, what a shitty house guest you are, Mike.